there's like a 4 or 5 tier scale of like no one's answering the phone, somebody's answering the phone but they're closed, open for limited service, open for full service, and
yeah, so that's from like
one other thing.
World-ending severity to everything's fine.
And it's like you can figure out how a local community is doing based off of how a ubiquitous short order breakfast chain is doing.
Yeah, well, because they're infamously known as being open for as long as possible. We're actually getting pretty close. How's the timer? A minute? Okay. Yeah. I think that will be perfect.
Yeah, I had a coworker who worked for Home Depot's IT department for a while, and it is interesting because they needed to have their stores open as soon as possible after a disaster, and so they had all these weird IT logistics that like a Walmart wouldn't have.
Oh yeah.
So like every Home Depot has a like cell phone antenna on top of it to try and get internet back up to their payment systems.
Really?
Like even if like their local ISP is down.
I didn't know about that. That's kind of cool.
Because like they might have a situation where like
sure, yeah,
they're the first thing that's opened and like
yeah, no, that makes sense. I just didn't know they
might be completely screwed for a while.
Yeah, I didn't realize they did that. Huh. I'm just over here cutting up that bell pepper. Since, like I said earlier, the super large pieces didn't seem like they were ideal for mixing in a rice dish.
Noodle link to some of the pandan bread. So it's a spread of its own liking. You can choose kaya to empty to a fancy hazelnut spread or a jam.
Nice.
It depends on the place. It's more of a snack than a meal, though.
Sounds good.
Your fish nugget timer has finished.
Yep, I'm going to flip these over. I was a little hesitant to use a non-stick pan for this because I felt like something like a stainless steel or cast iron might give a better sear, but these look pretty good.
Those do look good.
Alright, set another 2-minute timer for me, please.
Okay.
We're not going to need much time at this point. I'm going to add the butter in here now. Seriously thinking this is... like, they gave us 2 of these. This is already a ton of butter. I don't know. Should I add the other one as well?
I don't know. It's up to you. I trust your judgment.
Let's go for it. It is supposed to be a sauce. So.
Do it. Did you pick up on my rice timer name, by the way?
Rice times at...
I think that's Red Blend
Red
High.
Blend High. Wow.
There's a film?
Yes.
Something.
Fast times at Ridgemont High?
Yep.
Alright, these are some capers I'm adding here to make the caper butter.
Every single rice timer I make on this stream is rice baby or...
Yeah, there's only so many rice pun type things you can do.
There's another one I do that I'm blanking on. Oh, rice to meet you.
Rice to meet you.
But when I was quizzing you down on what made that rice blend unique and particular, you were like, oh, it's a red spice blend. And I'm like, ah, yes. Rice times at Ridgemont High. Or Red Blend High.
Very nice.
Dorky. But
same thing. On this stream, that's the same thing.
oh, nice. Getting a good based on those scallops. I feel like basting is one of those controversial cooking techniques.
Controversial? Why?
Just some people are like, it doesn't do that much to make like a juicy chicken breast or whatnot.
I mean, it's more about getting even heat distribution over what you're cooking, because sometimes the top of the protein doesn't get the same level of heat as the part that's touching the pan. But if you can baste it with oil or butter, you're at least trying to get equal heat on both sides of the protein or whatever it is you're cooking.
I agree with Poju. This looks really good. Same with Zap.
Well, hopefully it will taste as... I mean, with this much butter, how can it not taste good? But still, I hope it tastes as good as it looks.
I hope you're doing well, Zap, by the way.
Alright.